Welcome back, my dear students. Today we will explore reflexes, the body's automatic and instantaneous response to stimuli. We will break down the types of reflexes from simple monosynaptic to complex polysynaptic and see how superficial, deep and visceral reflexes work in real life. Step by step we will understand the key properties like habituation, sensitization and after discharge, helping you see how reflexes keep our body safe and responsive every moment. Reflex action. A reflex action is an involuntary and instantaneous response of the body to a specific stimulus. Types of reflexes. Reflexes can be classified based on different criteria. Based on presence of at birth, it can be unconditioned versus conditioned. Unconditioned reflexes are present at birth. They occur naturally without prior learning. But conditioned reflex, it developed after birth through experience or learning. Reflexes can be categorized based on numbers of synapses. That is, it can be either monosynaptic or polysynaptic. Monosynaptic reflex, it involves only one synapse in the reflex arc. Example, stretch reflex like knee jerk. And polysynaptic reflex involves two or more synapses in the reflex arc. Based on location of the receptors, that is the clinical classification, the reflexes can be classified into three different types. Superficial reflex, it is triggered by stimulation of skin or mucous membrane. Examples, plantar reflex, abdominal reflex and corneal reflex. Deep reflexes, it is triggered by stimulation of muscles or tendons. Examples, knee jerk, bicep jerk, ankle jerk and jaw jerk. Visceral reflexes, it involves internal organs and their responses. Example, Mary's reflex, micturition reflex, vomiting reflex and defecation reflex. This image basically shows a reflex arc. It's a quick automatic response to protect the body from harm, bypassing the brain from immediate action. First one is the stimulus detection. A harmful stimulus like touching a hot object is detected by sensory receptors. It can be either thermal or pain receptor in the finger. Then afferent pathway. The sensory signal travels through the afferent or sensory neuron toward the spinal cord. Then integration. In the spinal cord, the signal is processed by an integrating center involving excitatory interneurons which decide the response. Efferent pathway. The response signal is sent through efferent or motor neurons to the muscles of the arm. Effector response. Flexor muscles like biceps contract to pull the hand away. Extensor muscles or triceps relax to allow smooth movement. Ascending pathway. Simultaneous information is sent to the brain to make us aware of the pain. Now, we should study the properties of reflexes. Many properties of synapses apply to reflexes as all reflex arcs include at least one synapse. Additional properties specific to reflexes include, the first one is after discharge. Reflex response continues for a prolonged duration after the stimulus has ended. Example, flexion withdrawal reflex due to parallel and reverberating circuits in the central nervous system. Habituation, it occurs when the stimulus is harmless. Initial response is present but the repeated exposure reduces intensity and eventually the reflex may disappear. Example, ticking of a new clock initially disturbs sleep but over time the persons get used to it. Sensitization, it is opposite of habituation. When the stimulus is harmful or dangerous, its repeated exposure increases the intensity of the reflex response. Other properties of reflexes, like first one is the irradiation. It spread of response to muscles other than those directly stimulated. Recruitment, activation of additional motor units to strengthen response. Third, rebound phenomena, overshoot of response when antagonist muscles are suddenly released. Last one is the fractionation, its ability to produce isolated movements in individual muscle cells. So in today's class, we discovered how reflexes protect and coordinate our body from simple monocytic stretch reflex to complex polysynaptic and visceral reflex. We saw how properties like habituation, sensitization and after discharge fine-tune these automatic responses. Remember, every quick withdrawal, every blink and every internal adjustment happens thanks to reflexes working seamlessly. Keep observing, stay curious, and I will see you in the next class. Thank you.